Diamond. The rank where you finally proved you're good at the game. Only to realize I actually hit the most brutal brick wall on the planet. When I first got promoted out of Platinum, I generally thought hitting Crimson would just be a matter of time. I couldn't have been more wrong. For days, it felt like the game was actively working against me. I dropped absolute masterclass gameplays, still lose. Or we'd win, but I'd bottom frag, and the game would hand me a pathetic crumb of SR. Sometimes, I wondered if I was gonna get hard stuck again. But after hours of getting slammed, rewriting my playstyle, and refusing to rage quit, I finally cracked the code. I escaped, and in this video, I'm giving you the exact blueprint so you can do it too. Diamond is just different. Here's the thing no one tells you. The jump from Platinum to Diamond isn't just a vertical rank shift. It's a completely different game. In Plat, you can honestly rely on pure gun skill to bail you out of bad positioning. In Diamond, you get punished instantly. Suddenly the entire lobby is rotating early, holding perfect crossfires, and hitting their shots. I quickly realized I couldn't just out-aim my way to a win anymore. Every single decision, every needless death, every wasted second on the map started dictating whether we won or lost. The core problem. When I actually looked at my stats, I realized the biggest thing holding me back wasn't even the games I was losing. It was the games I was winning. Sounds backward, right? Let me explain how the Black Ops 7 SR system actually works. Winning is only half the battle. The game heavily weighs your individual impact on the scoreboard. If I carried and finished top of the leaderboard, the game showered me with SR. Second place? Still solid. But whenever I had a rough game and finished near the bottom, even if my team clutched to win, the game would hand me a miserable, tiny sliver of progress. There's nothing more soul-crushing than sweating your soul out for a 20-minute hardpoint match, getting the W, and seeing your rank barely move. I realized right then, just winning wasn't enough. I had to become the player who dictated the pace of every single match. Mastering the invisible role. My first major mistake was comparing my scoreboard to everybody else's. I'd see my teammates dropping massive 40 kills and wonder why I wasn't putting up those same flashy numbers. So I made a conscious choice. I stopped chasing the MVP screen and started chasing winning plays. I became the guy doing the dirty work. I focused entirely on locking down spawns, watching the cutoffs, blocking flanks, and perfectly trading out my teammates' deaths. And here's the irony. The exact second I stopped obsessing over my personal stats and focused on anchoring the map, my scoreboard naturally improved. I was getting easier kills because I was positioning myself smarter. Playing the hand you're dealt. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Teammates. Look, nobody reaches Crimson completely solo carrying every game. You need a squad that functions. When you get a lobby with solid comms, clean callouts, and players who actually watch your cross, the game feels beautiful. But we all know the reality of ranked. Some nights, you get teammates who play like their monitors are turned off. I used to let bad randoms tilt me into oblivion. But I had to learn to pivot. Instead of raging at my teammates and what they weren't doing, I forced myself to become the teammate I wished I had. If they wouldn't rotate, I rotated. If they wouldn't play objective, I flooded the hill. You have to control only variable you can, yourself. I'll link some of the products I use and some other recommended ones down below in my description if you want to check it out. Mental grind. At its core, Diamond tested my patience way more than it ever tested my mechanical aim. There were brutal moments where I'd lose hundreds of SR in a single session, only to spend the next few hours painfully clawing it all back, just to end up right back where I started. It felt like running on a treadmill, but that's the hardest truth about ranked. Progress isn't always easy. I had to stop asking myself, how fast can I get out of this rank? And start asking, am I actually playing like a Crimson player right now? That shift in perspective changed everything. The breakthrough and Crimson at last. Slowly and surely, everything started to click. I was reading the enemy rotations before they even happened. I was winning high-stakes gunfights that actually mattered. My positioning was tighter, and I was playing with a level of confidence I hadn't felt since launch. SR started stacking, match after match. That red Crimson icon was getting closer and closer. but I refuse to celebrate early. We've all been one win away from promotion, only to go on a 5-game skid. I kept my head down, one map at a time, and then it finally happened. Crimson. The rank that felt completely impossible. Just a few days prior, every frustrating loss, every time I wanted to uninstall, every match where I only earned a measly 20 SR. All validated itself in that one screen. Escaping Diamond proved to me that relentless persistence will always outlast temporary frustration. If you're watching this right now and you're completely hard stuck in Diamond, do not quit. Do not let a couple of terrible lobbies or a bad day of matchmaking convince you that you're not improving. Focus on fixing your gaps. Play the map right, and the rank will follow. If a casual player like me can leave the diamond trenches behind, I promise you can too. If this blueprint helped you out, hit that like button, subscribe if you want more competitive guides, and let me know down in the comments what rank you're currently stuck in and what gun you're using to try to get out of it. Thanks for watching, and good luck on the climb. See you in the next grind. Peace.